Matt Gendinato here from Scodix. Getting ready to run a foil and a clear job, Scodix Sense. So I'm going to go ahead and start the press and I'll talk you through the process. So right now what I'm doing is we have a CMYK sheet that's already in the press. We have registration dots, which we call OPA. There are 4 dots in the corners of the sheet. We use those for the registration. So with the PDF that's on the press, we have 4 cameras that are going to read the dots on the sheet. As you can see on the press here, it's showing what the 4 cameras see. So the press looks for the position of the OPA dots, the registration, compares it to the PDF, and if there's any distortion, stretch, bounce from the CMYK to the PDF, we have an algorithm that will modify the PDF to match the sheet, and we're doing that on every sheet. So as it's running, those cameras are constantly taking a picture of the position of the dots, sending the new data for the adjusted PDF to the press, and it prints. So I'm going to head and continue. So right now the sheet's loading on the table, and automatically the cameras are reading the dots, the registration dots, and everything's happening on the fly. So it's reading the dots, modifying the PDF, sending the data to the fixed array print heads. So right here we have the inkjet print heads applying the polymer. So the detailed polymer gets applied to the sheet. We have an LED strip here. We call it the pinning. What that's doing is it's pinning the polymer or freezing it so it's not spreading. So if we have small detail fonts, thin lines, it kind of locks the shape of it, but it doesn't cure the polymer. It just holds the position. Sheet continues on here into the next unit. In this unit here, we have the Activate UV. So the Activate UV is actually partially curing the polymer in order to get the right tackiness so that the foil will stick to the polymer. So basically the polymer is being changed to the adhesive for the foil to stick to. Gets activated here. Now the sheet comes into the foil unit. The sensor notices that the sheet comes in. We have a nip roller that applies pressure so that the foil gets pressed very lightly into the tacky polymer. And from that point, the release sheet comes up. The sheet with the foil goes into the secure UV, which is the final curing station. Finishes curing the polymer through the foil. And when it comes out into the stacker, it's ready to go to finishing. It's a finished product. So this is a 2-pass job. Right now we're running the foil. We'll take the sheets out and we'll run them back through the press for the second pass, which will give us the clear detail. So we'll have clear and foil on the same sheet. So what we have here is the CMYK sheet that came off of a HP 12,000. Just CMYK with the 4 registration dots. And it's a 2-pass job. It's going to have Scodix foil and Scodix Sense, which is the clear raised effect. So this is the initial CMYK with no Scodix. This is after the first pass, so you'll see just the CMYK and the gold foil. Once it runs through the press, we take the sheets, load them back in, bring up the second file, which is for the second pass, which is the Sense, the raised clear effect, and this is the final product. So here you can see the raised foil, the raised clear. There's clear on top of the foil to give it a nice texture. It really just makes it stand out. So with very little effort, you can really make a CMYK job really stand out from the norm.